music always reminds me of the best times and the worst times of my life. Welcome, I'm Patty Reed, who came out west all the way to California from Illinois with my family, the Reeds. We were a noisy bunch of pioneers, just aching for adventure, even before gold was discovered up at Sutter's Fort, and even before California was a state. I will tell you our story. My family was dreaming of different riches. Oh, my papa, always looming large in my memory. Now, maybe Papa wasn't such a tall man, but he had big ideas, talked big, and acted big. Most of all, he dreamed big. He dreamed of getting land in California and growing fruit. And we all dreamed that our mama would enjoy good health out west. Now, Mama looked refined. Some said fragile, and some said just plain spoiled, with all of us children catering to her during her headache spells. But Mama's will turned out to be as ironclad as the hub of our wagon wheels. And it was Mama that kept us going and alive during our historic journey with the Donner Party. And I'll show you my 3 reminders of our journey west. This is my doll, who came along in my apron, along with a lock of Granny's gray hair. And here's my salt cellar, which contains a bit of salt from back home in Illinois from our kitchen, a bit of salt from the Great Salt Lake Desert in Utah, and a bit of salt from the Pacific Ocean near our new home. Let's take a look at the wagon and meet the rest of the family. Remember sitting in our new custom-built wagon, trying it out, just as if it were yesterday. Oh, Granny, please. Please tell us the story about when you came out as a pioneer from back east in Virginia. Oh, please, Granny. Oh, Patty, you can tell that story yourself. We've heard it so many times about when Cousin Lizzie was in the woods with Granny. And Granny, oh, I remember now, Lizzie was grabbed by a wild Indian and she wasn't returned to or seen from in civilization for 5 whole years. Patty, you say it like this, civilization.
Now, girls, you wear me out before bedtime. Why don't you think what you'd like to bring, your favorite toy you'd like to bring on our journey west?
Oh, that's easy. I'm way too old to be playing with toys. I'll bring my new pony, Billy, to ride like the wind with the wild Indians.
Can I ride with you, Virginia?
Unfair. I'm the next oldest. I should have the turn to ride with Virginia on the back of her pony first. You bring your wooden trains and a big stick to protect us from bears. Oh, okay.
That's a great idea, Patty. Now off to bed with all of you. We've got to get some rest to get this journey going. Granny? Yes, Tommy? When are we going to get to go west? Well, Tommy, the oxen need lots of grass to eat to pull the family wagon. So when the grass is green and high, that's when we'll leave. Now off to bed with you.
Night, Granny. okay, Granny?
Just fine, Virginia.
Night.
Good night. Now, I haven't heard a peep out of you, Patty. What would you like to bring west?
Well, I have her right here. It's my littlest, bestest doll, see? And I can keep her in my apron. This other doll over here is too big. I'm gonna give her to a friend.
Sounds like a wise idea, Patty.
Night, Granny.
Good night, dear.
We children couldn't wait till the grass grew. Golly jeepers, grass is growing. What are you staring at? Grass is growing! Yippee-ki-yay! Mama! Papa! Granny! Grass is growing! The blanket of bright green that covered the bare earth signaled it was time for departure. We children were so glad that our best friend and Papa's helper, Milk, came along as wagon driver.
Come
We
on
joined
now,
up-
California ho!
We joined up with the Donner families with their wagons. This would be our route. We would start out here, up in Illinois, Sangamon County, and we ride down clear to Independence, Missouri. That's where all the wagon trains met up and regrouped. All the pioneers would be there. And then we travel up a little through Kansas, through Nebraska, to the big forts in Wyoming. We go up here to what is now the state of Idaho, to Fort Hall, and come down through Nevada, crossing the Sierra Nevada mountains to Sutter's Fort, California.
Yee!
On the day that we left, the sky was gray with geese flying overhead, and that seemed proper as we bid some tearful goodbyes to old friends. The sky turned to a clear blue, and the deep green of the cornfields of Illinois gave way to the fresh green of prairie grasses and bright colors of spring wildflowers. And Granny's spirits soared like flocks of birds migrating up from the south. And there were such wondrous sights to see. Our Papa was riding ahead, scouting the trail the whole time. He spoke to magnificent Indians who appeared to us like large, fierce, feathered birds. And on the prairie, there were herds of buffalo. Virginia was proud to ride ahead with Papa scouting the trail.
Virginia, it's a buffalo hunt. Come on, that means you. Yippee-ki-yay!
What a feast of buffalo the wagon train had that night.
Ma'am, I best close these flaps. It's getting to my cool tonight.
Nil, you leave those flaps alone. I'm not about to miss a party.
As you wish, Grandma Keys. You can bow to your partner. Now, Tommy, you bow just like a little gentleman. Stop that, Patty. And Patty, when you're not being so mischievous, you curtsy like a lady.
Thank you, Granny.
Thank you, Granny.
As we went westward, the weather turned wild. Lightning seemed to light up our world, and thunder deafened the prairie. The prairie sun turned dark, and slashing rains came down, slowing our progress. The wagons creaked ahead, sludged through the mud as best they could. Granny's cough became much worse. Mama was worried. I did not leave her side. Papa came in from scouting the trail and watched over Granny. One dewy morning, Granny's cough stopped. Our Granny did not speak at all the day that she died, but I am certain that she knew I was there. How can we go to California without our Granny? Granny, you always knew what to do. Granny, maybe I can still speak with you. Maybe heaven isn't so far. When I want you to hear, I'll take out the lock of gray hair that I cut, and I'll hold it. And you'll listen, won't you, Granny? Won't you? One of Papa's big ideas was brewing. Papa, Mr. Donner, and some of the others had read a book about a shortcut across the Great Salt Lake Desert to California. Mr. Lansford Hastings wrote the book, a name we wouldn't forget. There was much debate back and forth over taking this new route. What it would mean to us is that instead of traveling all the way up here north to Fort Hall, the tried and true route, we would take this shortcut and go down to Fort Bridger, in what is downstate of Idaho. Cut across here, go through the Great Salt Lake Desert where no wagons had traveled. Cross Nevada, the Sierra Nevadas to Sutter's Fort.
Now, Margaret, if there's a shorter route to California, we will take it. We'll get there first and we'll get the best land.
I can't risk my family's safety on an unknown trail. And going through the desert is dangerous. Look at those mountains. See the snow?
Well, if we get there faster, we'll miss the snow, Margaret. Mr. Hastings' book says it's only 40 miles through the Great Salt Lake. That's much shorter, and not only that, Hastings will come with us and show us the way.
I have faith in you. Not that book of Hastings. James.
Margaret, that's enough.
Oh my. Mr. Hastings did come and guide us a little ways. What happened then was some of the wagons left and others joined us. George Donner was elected captain instead of Papa, and the Donner Party was born.
Ha! Ha!
And I made a new friend.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Patty Reed. Who are you?
I'm Nancy Graves.
I'm 8 going on 9. How old are you?
Me too. I'm almost 9.
Oh, you want to have some soda pop with me?
Oh, I'm so glad you're coming on this part of the journey with us.
Me too.
See you, Patty Reed.
Mr. Hastings left us after a short time. Hastings the adventurer went ahead to fight the Mexicans for their land in California. And we, the Donner Party, were left to hack our way through the Wasatch Mountain Range. Axes. Lucky for us, the Graves family who had joined us helped Papa blaze a new trail through the Wasatch. And their driver, John Snyder, was in the lead helping Papa the whole way.
This is rough going, John. Glad to have a man like you along.
Right, James? But this land sure is beautiful as far as the eye can see. Look at those mountains. Don't find mountains like this in Illinois. Makes me wish I had a fiddle in my hand instead of this axe.
Well, hey, that's a good idea. But you know, the sooner we get through this tangle, the sooner we'll get to that good land in California.
The good land. Here's to the good land.
The good land.
The good land.
The good land.
nights, hard driving to get through the Great Salt Lake Desert. Instead, it took one brutal week. The desert sun was blazing in the daytime, and it was freezing at night. Great clouds of sand rose up from the desert floor, swirling, performing a blinding dance, and the sun was dazzling, reflecting off the salty crust of earth. Our family's precious oxen scented water and stampeded into the desert. Papa went right after them. And after a while, we were thirsty and went after Papa in water.
Watch your eyes, Patty.
Yes, Mama? Ooh. Mama, my eyes hurt. Ah! Just a dust devil, Patty. It's all right, Patty. Get away from me. You see, now you leave my family alone. Patty.
Patty! Patty, where are you?
Papa?
Patty, I have water. Have a drink. Oh, the sun is cruel.
Did you find any oxen, Papa?
Only one, Patty.
Papa, I saw a monster. I did.
No, Patty. Sometimes the desert plays tricks on your eyes. It was probably just a mirage. Come on. We've got to get back to the wagon. I'm hungry.
And I'll collect just a little bit of salt from the Great Salt Lake Desert to add to my salt when I'm back home. And when I get to the Pacific Ocean, I'll collect a little bit more. Papa always regretted making the decision to take the Hastings cutoff against the Great Salt Lake Desert. But most of all, he regretted this decision that happened this one fateful day in October that would change our lives forever. Milt was driving our borrowed team of oxen up a small hill. They became tangled up with the oxen of the Grays. And the Grays family driver, John Snyder, Papa's friend, usually calm, became angry.
Get these oxen out of my way! Oh, wait, John. These are team animals. We need to untangle them and yoke them back together again. Just drive them one at a time. Ha, ha! Listen to reason, John. If I listened to reason, I'd be on the Oregon Trail right now instead of tangled in this blasted pile of rocks. Oh, get that yoke out of my way, Milt. This yoke is our salvation. This whip is our salvation.
Have you lost your senses, Snyder? Stop.
I warn you, Reed, don't interfere.
Put the whip down.
Oh, I'll put it down, all right.
Ah! Ah!
We wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for you and your ideas, Reed. Oh, I got enough of you. say we lynch Reed. He's a murderer. Hanging ain't right. This is no court of law. Out here we are the law. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Just like it says in the Bible. Are all of you ready to hang a man for protecting his wife from being whipped? I pray John Snyder would live.
Our papa didn't mean to kill John Snyder. He was our friend, and our mama did get hit.
Someone get that child out of here.
I say we vote here and now. We have a democracy. It's either hanging or out banishment to the desert. We don't want no more blood spilled.
That's right.
We women want to vote. You women vote through your husbands or grown son, just like in our Constitution. What are you women trying to start up?
The vote is in. James Reed is banished to the desert. With no food, no horse, and no weapon. Bill. Yes, sir. Take care of my family.
I will, sir. I'll do my best.
Oh, that's a sure death. Mama gave Virginia orders with Milt to ride out under this moonlit night. Meet Papa with a rifle, provisions, and a horse. After Papa left, we saw signs of him. At first we saw cloth tied on bushes, and then none. Some folks in the wagon train were real kind to us, and others were not, still bearing a grudge against Papa, and they always would. Some folks were leaving their wagons and carrying all their possessions as the oxen were starving. The uphill travel was a crawl. There were boulders strewn everywhere. And now it was our turn to leave our family wagon forever. Mama made bargains, promising 2 for 1 in California for whatever we needed. We started out as one of the richest families on the wagon train, and now we were one of the poorest.
Patty? It's Patty Reed.
Oh, Mr. Milt.
Here's the last spoke from your family wagon.
Oh, my.
Hopefully it'll come in handy, Patty.
Thank you, Mr. Milt. One chilly morning, when we were walking to California, it seemed like a near miracle occurred on the trail. We met an old friend from the Donner party who had gone ahead for supplies.
Is that Patty Reed?
Why, yes.
Patty Reed. I've just come from Sutter's Fort.
Mr. Charlie.
I've seen your father. He's well.
Oh, you've seen our Papa, Mama, Virginia, Tommy. Our Papa's alive.
We have provisions and pack mules, Mrs. Reed. You can come with us. So how are you doing, Patty?
Well, good, Mr. Charlie, but who's that?
Oh, that's Luis. He's a Miwok Indian who's come from Sutter's Fort to help us through the pass this winter.
I've never seen any Indians that look like you. Where are your feathers?
I get clothes like you from Sutter's Fort. I'm a vaquero.
What's a
a cowboy, Patty.
Oh!
Luis ropes cattle.
Oh, can I try? Can I try with your thing there?
My lasso? Here.
Try that. Oh, it goes round and round and round.
Very good, Patty. Mrs. Reed, you can come with us. We have pack mules. Patty, you can ride with Luis if you want to.
Yippee-ki-yay! We traveled through what is now Nevada. We traveled all the way across. We passed sad, empty cabins that had been abandoned the year before by a pioneer party. We went to what's now called Donner Lake, named for our party. We were late on the trail, and the winter was early. Oh, Mama, can I play in the snow? Please, please? Patty, we must ride ahead of the winter. Oh, but Mama, please, just for a minute? For a minute, Patty. It tastes so fresh, and it's so beautiful. Come along, Patty.
Mrs. Reed, we can make it to California tonight. If we keep going, everyone, gather your strength. We must push on.
We were just on the other side of the mountain from Sutter's Fort, California. Mama did not know that a big storm was brewing up at Sutter's Fort that would come our way. Papa and his men were gathering supplies to come meet the Donner Party and guide us back to Sutter's Fort, but they were turned back by the deep snow.
Come on, everyone. Come on, we must keep walking.
Oh, I have to rest just for a minute here. Just for a minute.
We gotta rest tomorrow. We'll go to California tomorrow.
We have to sleep. We'll go tomorrow. Many in the Donner Party's spirits were broken and simply would not go up the mountain.
Mr. Charlie, tomorrow will be too late. I'm afraid so, Luis. I'm afraid so.
Luis and Charlie stood guard over us the entire night. All was still, save for the crackle of a fire, the whimper of a baby, and the howl of a lonely animal. No one in the Donner Party ever suspected that it would snow on and off for 6 months. We were forced to return to those empty cabins, and we shared a cabin with the Graves family. Even though Mama had exchanged harsh words with the Graves after John Snyder's death, we were grateful to share. The wall between the two families was so thin, we could almost hear their thoughts. Milt and Virginia stayed nearby with friends. We pioneers thought of our new shelters as only temporary, patched as they were with animal hides. And these animal hides soon became our only source of food. Patty? Yes, Mama? We're making soup and you must eat. Oh, Mama, you know that I can't. Patty, you must try. Oh, Mama, animal hides aren't meant to be roasted, boiled, or cooked up anyway. Hold your tongue, Patty. But Mama, my tongue is cracked from the cold.
Patty, I'm eating my soup.
All right, I will try some. Mom, I can't. It's all right, Patty. Here's some dried beef. We have 4 pieces left. Eat up. Thank you, Mama. Oh. Come in.
Mrs. Reed, Patty, Tommy.
Hola, mis amigos.
Bien, mia. We've come to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're taking 15 people down the mountain tomorrow.
Down the mountain? Without us?
We'll get supplies at Sutter's Fort and your father and come back for you all.
Oh, but Mr. Luis knows all the trails in the world. We'll go with you.
Patty, mija. My people do not travel in the dark of the year, but now we must.
Patty, we'll wait here for your papa with supplies.
I'm sorry, Patty.
Bless you both.
And God keep all of you safe. Can we play cowboys before you go? Tommy, we'll play cowboys in California. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye and be well.
Goodbye. Adios. We never saw our brave friends again. They perished in the snow. 7 out of the 15 starving, freezing pioneers would make it to Sutter's Fort to tell the world that the Donner Party was trapped. Mama became desperate, giving orders to Milton, Virginia, and myself as she made plans to escape with Milton, Virginia. Children,
Yes?
I must leave. I have to go ahead and get supplies and food and help. Patty? Yes, Mama? You'll be the big sister now. Mama? If I never see you again, I'll do the best that I can, and you will do the best that you can.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We don't have very much soup left. Oh, hardly anything at all. Oh, Tommy? Tommy? Tommy, what's wrong? Tommy? Wake up, Tommy! Wake up! Tommy, you must wake up! Granny, help me! Help me! Tommy won't wake up! Granny? Granny, where are you? Help me.
Patty. Patty, it's me. It's your granny. You
Yes,
must
Granny.
find some hide. You must feed Tommy. He's weak. He's starving. And you must keep the fire going, both in your heart and in the heart. My family is stronger than they know, Patty.
Nancy?
What do you want, Patty Reed?
Nancy Grace, I want her hide back real bad. Come on now, give it back. I see it
That's not your hide.
is too. Give it.
You don't remember giving it to us.
I do remember. I remember when we were friends.
Get your hands off that, Patty Reed.
I'm taking my hide.
Get up.
It's
Get up.
ours. And we will have soup. Donnie, here. We're going to take just a little soup, and you'll feel much better. Here, Tommy. Here. Here, Tommy. Drink. 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 Come on, Tommy. There. Oh, Tommy, you're better. And as soon as you feel like it, I fixed your train, and you can play.
Thanks, Patty.
We waited and waited for our Papa. Papa was at Sutter's Fort, and then he went across the mountain to the first camp. He and his rescue party were drying and preparing food. We took shelter as best we could. Sometimes we looked outside for Papa. And the last big snow laid on the ground. Thick, soft. Come on, Virginia. Oh my.
Margaret! Margaret, it's you.
James, you must hurry. Patty and Tommy, they're back at camp. They were too weak.
Okay, I'll go at once. But what of Virginia? Where is she?
Right here, Papa.
Oh, Virginia. Oh. And what of Milt?
Milt didn't make it. He died back at camp. You must hurry now.
I'll go at once. Both of you keep going. Don't stop. You're very close.
The waiting and waiting for the snow to stop or Papa to come was as bad as eating hides. But still, we tried to keep our spirits up.
Do you think Papa's gonna ever come, Patty?
Yes, we must keep a lookout every day.
Oh, I don't think he's coming.
Oh, yes, he will. Look at those clouds out there. Do you know what I see?
What?
I see a pirate ship with white sails, ready to sail us
Well, then I see my birthday cake
Ooh.
with 9 candles with strawberries.
Strawberries! I love strawberries!
Real strawberries. With real cream and fire on every candle. My Tommy, I see our Papa. I do. No.
Patty!
That's not our
Tommy!
Papa. It is Papa.
Patty!
For real. Come on, Tommy. Papa, we're here.
Patty, Tommy, come
We're
on!
gonna slide. Get ready. Shh. Come on, climb. You can do it, Tommy.
Come on, Tommy.
You're strong.
Oh, Tommy, my big boy.
Coming, Papa.
Patty. Patty, my big girl. Oh, it's so good to see you. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Can you walk?
sure. We can walk by ourselves.
Good, we must go. Come on, Tommy. Come on.
Good to see you, Papa.
Yes, it's good to see you too. Let's go. Come on, Patty.
I'm coming. Whew. Whoa. Deep. Whoa. I'm falling. I'm falling. It's so bright. And I hear music. Granny? Granny? Can I come with you?
No, Patty. This is just a visit. You must go to California and tell our story. My family is stronger than they know. Goodbye, Patty.
Bye, Granny.
Patty, Patty, where are you? Tommy, what happened to your sister?
I don't know, Papa. Maybe she fell.
Patty, 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 sit up, sit up. Patty, there's some crumbs in my glove, in my mitt. Rip it off, Patty. Come on, rip it off. Patty, come on, come on. Rip it off, Patty. Rip off my mitt, Patty. Eat, eat. Come on, Patty. Come on.
Papa? Papa?
Yes,
I saw our Granny.
yes, Patty. Yes, I'm sure you did. Come on.
Papa and another rescuer carried Tommy and I the 40 miles over the snow to the nearest camp in California. And I was happy and I was sad. Oh, the fire is so warm. It's nice to warm my hands there. Dolly? I'm happy and I'm sad, Dolly. I'm happy, I'm so happy that we came to California, all of us Reeds, alive.
And I'm sad. I'm so sad because I was awakened for the most beautiful dream I ever had.
I put our last wagon spoke in the fire. We wouldn't need it anymore. All of us Reeds, one of two families on the Donner Party, reached California alive. And soon I would be seeing my family up at Sutter's Fort. We settled in San Jose, California, not far from the Pacific Ocean. And if there's any advice that I would give to pioneers, it would be what Virginia said. Never take no cutoffs, and hurry along as fast as you can. We went to the ocean straight away. I still go to the ocean as often as I can. I like to collect a bit more salt.
Miss Patty Reed! Miss Patty Reed, your train is in the station.
Oh my, I have another speaking engagement. Thank you for coming to hear our story. The story I promised our granny that I would tell. Thank you for being a great audience.
Yes, thank you so much for all the respect and love. We totally appreciate it.
We're going to let you stretch out for a bit here. Take a moment, stretch. It's a long show. We're not getting insurance.